Hey guys, I hope you're ready for my weekly home reset, a Sunday routine. This is what I like to try to tackle every Sunday if I can. So we're gonna be washing bedding, doing 3 freezer meal preps, going to Costco, organizing the fridge and the pantry, and doing so much. So I hope you're ready. We're gonna do this together. So the funny part about this, I'm finding these plastic letters in our bed. The funny part about this is the kids were not in the bed at night or this morning. So Mike and I apparently slept with plastic letters all night long. Oh, it's funny. I find the most random stuff in my bed. But anyways, hi guys. Thank you for being here. I hope you're ready for a productive day. If you guys are new here, I'm Jamie. I am married to my high school sweetheart. We have 3 daughters, a 7-year-old and 3-year-old twins, and I am going to be sharing a lot with you today, doing some freezer meal prep, a Costco grocery haul, some deep cleaning, and just some real life messes. So what I'm sharing with you in today's video, it's my Sunday reset routine, my home reset routine. This is on a Sunday, and typically I wouldn't get all of this done, to be fully transparent with you, but the kids were doing some Christmas activity with my in-laws, Mike's parents, so I was free for the day. But these are like ideally what I try to get done if I can on a Sunday. I'm adding some stuff in here like this. So I was washing all of our bedding, which I like to try to do on Sundays if I can. But because I had the extra time, I wanted to deodorize our mattress, and so I just sprinkled some baking soda on there, and I was going to let it sit for most of the day. We had our groceries delivered from Walmart, so I was going to organize those in the fridge. So we got laundry, we have meal prep, we have organizing groceries and just cleaning up the house, and then setting myself for a successful week, which I'll share some of the tips that I use in order to do that here in a little bit. But lots we're doing today. So the girls were with my in-laws for the day, so I was actually able to get pretty much everything done that I wanted to. This video is filmed over a couple of different Sundays, so it's not all done in one. But I found that maybe being a mom, or specifically being a mom to multiple children, there's always things that I want to get done and I strive to get done, but I can't always get them done. There are some days or some weeks where I'm able to get everything done that I want to, and then there's days where I just have to pick and choose. And most of the time on Sundays, I do have to try to pick and choose depending on what we have going on. Sometimes we're busier than other times, but like this is like a rare occasion where I don't even have the kids for a good chunk of the day. They do come home in the afternoon, but I think it's important to note that while yes, I try to do all of this every Sunday, most of the time it doesn't always get done, and that's okay. And that goes for any other day that I make a to-do list. I just think that's important to note. So I'm sure someone will be curious. I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's Baking Soda Cream Cleanser, and I've been getting messages from you guys, and you're like, Jamie, did you know that Jaws came out with a cream cleanser? And honestly, the first time that someone messaged me about it, I didn't know. So I've had a lot of Jaws products kind of stocked up. Oh, I'm using my DIY cleaner of 1 part rubbing alcohol, 1 part water, and about a fingernail size of Dawn dish soap in that spray bottle. That's how I always shine my glass cooktop stove. But I don't know. I didn't know about the cream cleanser, but I've been looking at it. I want to use up the Mrs. Meyer's first, but then I will try it out for you. But I just showed you our kitchen table, and I think I mentioned this in a recent video, but one of the main reasons why I can't wait to move is I'm finally giving myself permission to buy a new kitchen table. I know that sounds crazy, but I guess it's kind of nice because right now, like, the whole distress look is in to me. I like a little bit of distressing, but not a ton, and I just know that it's not purposely distressed. It's just falling apart, and I just can't wait to finally get in the house and get a new table. I wanted to get one before, but I'm like, it's just pointless because a kitchen table is so expensive if we get it and it doesn't look right or doesn't fit right in the new house. So I've been holding out for about a year for a new table, and I'm like, yes, we're almost there, and then I'll be able to get a new kitchen table. There was a slight delay in moving plans, and right now it's looking like it's going to be like the week of Christmas. You never know, as it gets closer, they may be able to speed it up a little bit. Workers, take a lot of time off of the holidays, so they're trying to work that all out. They're not sure. Like, if they had a full team of people working, then it would have been done before that week. But just with the holidays, like Thanksgiving and Christmas time, it just kind of threw a wrench in everything. So it's all right. We'll get through it. It's not ideal, but you know what? It's okay. We're just so grateful to be moving into this home, so it's not a big deal. So it had been a while since I cleaned these carpets. I try to vacuum them every other week or so, but it's been a while since I've really like deep cleaned them with my Bissell carpet cleaner. And the reason why I love this Bissell Pro Heat Pro Ped carpet cleaner is because it's an upright carpet cleaner, but it also has a really good attachment that allows me to clean carpets, stairs, and my car. And then I also like it because it's easy to clean. It's very easy to clean. So I was going to do that. I first raked. I'll have that hand rake linked in the description. And I vacuumed, and that's with my cordless Tineco vacuum. It comes apart and you can use it as a hand vacuum. You do have to get the upholstery attachment separate. You do have to contact Tineco's customer service to get that upholstery attachment for the vacuum, if that's what you're curious about. Now this carpet cleaner that you're seeing me currently use, it's just wonderful. I'll have that linked in the description as well. But I was giving these stairs a good cleaning, and wait till you see how dirty they were. It's like so gross sometimes, but also very satisfying. So every Sunday I like to go in and just kind of spot clean my refrigerator and my pantry, like just do a quick eye test, what needs to be thrown away, what needs to be put in the dishwasher, what needs to be used up, all of that, and then just make everything look nice. There's something to me specifically about a refrigerator, but also the pantry, when they're all neat and organized, I feel so much better and more calm. And if I can get time to do that on a Sunday, I just feel so much better. I don't always get the time. Like sometimes, honestly, I'm just shoving things in there because we have a softball game or a soccer game, or we're getting together with family or something, and we don't have time, and that's okay. But ideally, I like to have everything neat and organized, and I find that it also helps with the kids as well. If they can see everything, then they're more likely to try a variety or eat more of a variety of foods than if I just kind of shove everything in there. But here I was cleaning out the little hand attachment of the Bissell, so it kind of, the top part does pop off with a little button, and I usually let it soak in a bucket of hot water and soap. So to save time while I was cleaning and organizing the refrigerator and the pantry and restocking, I was going to run my Roborock S7 Plus, which is a machine that I've had for over a year, and I'm going to share why I love this machine. It is a robo vac and mop that also self-empties itself when it's done. I set a schedule, it runs on its own, empties on its own, so I don't even have to think or worry about anything with this cleaning buddy. So I've had this for a little over a year, and I'm going to share why I love it. First off, you can see here that it has a little spinner, a very official term, and a rubber brush bar. This is huge, absolutely huge, because I have hardwood and carpet. That brush is essential to cleaning carpets, I have found, and this brush is an upgraded floating brush that keeps close to the ground. It's durable and avoids hair tangles. I've seriously have never found any hair tangled on this brush. The important feature that I love is that it has sonic mopping that scrubs floors up to 3,000 times per minute. It eliminates dry dirt, and I have a clip here from last year when I was using it in a video. I was cleaning my floors when we had our sweet doggy Reese. She passed away in the spring, but she had brought in a lot of mud, and look at what it cleaned up. It was pretty impressive. Something else I like is that they make it so easy to make changes. So I have a bunch of stuff I'm going to be donating here in the corner, and I didn't want to move it. So all I did was I set a no-go zone on the app. So you can see me here creating it, a little no-go zone where that stuff was just for that day, and then it avoided it, which made it so much easier. I didn't have to worry about that. So if you have a bunch of toys or something that you don't want the RoboVac to get tied up into, you can just do a no-go zone, and it's super easy to add no-go zones or delete them. They just make it so easy on the app. So the automatic emptying makes using a robot vacuum even more convenient, and it can hold dirt and dust for up to 8 weeks. And the dust bag that it uses, it's a specialized 3L dust bag that self-seals when you remove it to prevent dust leaks. And the dust bag has been treated with an antibacterial agent to protect bacterial growth.
I often get asked how my RoboVac goes in super straight lines, how it has those perfect vacuum lines, and it's because of the precision mapping and the advanced technology that the Roborock S7 Plus has. You can get 28% off the Roborock S7 Plus from November 24th to December 4th. You can find all of those details. The link is in the description, or if you just want to find out more right now, go check out the link in my description.
How are you guys doing right now? I know with the holidays, it can be hard for a lot of different reasons. Maybe it's just stress because, you're busy. I mean, we have a lot on our plates. I was going to say we women have a lot of our plates. A lot of men have a lot of things on their plates as well. And I'm not discounting any men who are watching. I just know my demographics, and a far majority of you guys are women. And I know that we always have a lot on our plates, even if we have help. Like Mike actually, he wraps. I do all the shopping and he wraps, and he's very hands-on and helpful, but I wouldn't need to tell him. Like, let's say something for his dad. I'll have to say, like, can you handle the present for your dad? And he does it. But still, like, I handle all of that, like, mental load, And so it could be something as simple as that. Like, maybe you're stressed because you feel like you have a lot on your plate. I mean, we have Christmas programs and, gifts and all of that we need to worry about. It's all good stuff and good stress, but I also feel like the holidays can be tough for people who maybe have lost a loved one, or maybe you're estranged from your family, or there's a lot of different dynamics that can make this time of the year very tough. We also don't have a lot of sunlight, at least here. It gets dark at 5 p.m. So I know that can add to like seasonal depression. So whatever it is, I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you're hanging in there, and just know that you're not alone if you're struggling during this time, because I know a lot of people are. So here in the pantry, I was just pretty much doing like I said, like that quick declutter, like not a major declutter or anything, and then creating the snack bins and then Avery's lunch bin. So something I did when I was doing the refrigerator organization, I make a lunch packing station. This was actually filmed the week before Thanksgiving, and so the girls only had school 2 days a week, and I knew Avery was buying those days. So I was just kind of setting it up for when they're home on break. But here in the pantry, I have a bin where Avery can pick something to add into her lunch when she makes her lunch. And then I do another bin basket that has like healthy snacks. So when the girls are like, I want a snack, I'm like, all right, go grab one out of the snack bin. You guys know how it is when you have kids, like they're always asking for snacks. And sometimes, of course, they get cookies and candy and stuff like that, but majority of the time when they want a snack, I don't want it to ruin their dinner, I say, okay, go in, grab a snack out of the bin. I control what goes in it so I can make it more healthier snacks, or somewhat healthier snacks, you know what I mean, like not candy. And they like it because they get a choice. And then I was just organizing some of the bars and pouches that we had. So let's talk high week and low points to my week. So high point to my week was we went over to the house. You guys should have seen that in last Sunday's video. If not, go back and watch it. It's a little home tour. Well, after that, like they've really been amping up because I mean it's go time. We're like 30 minutes I wish 30 days out from closing, so they're amping up the construction, and we were in there, and a couple days later they already had the fireplace up. When we went in, they didn't have the fireplace up. So I think the high point to my week was walking in for the first time and seeing everything come together. I was so nervous I wasn't gonna like how everything looked. You guys know that I'm not good at decorating and I stress about it, but then you're going in and you're picking out cabinet colors and flooring and backsplashes, and you're like, what if I don't like it? It's scary to not be able to see it all come together, but I trusted the process and I was pleasantly surprised at everything. I ended up liking everything, and it was just a huge relief. This day kicked my booty. I was so tired after this Sunday, but there I was using our shop vac to vacuum up the baking soda. I've said this before. I have heard that it's not good to use baking soda with your vacuum, like to vacuum up baking soda with your regular vacuum. And every time I say that, I get people who say, I do it all the time and it's fine. And I believe you guys, I totally do. If I didn't have the shop vac, I probably would do that, but because we have the shop vac, to me it's easier. I have done it before, and while I didn't feel like it ruined my vacuum, it got clogged up in the filter and it was kind of a pain. So we have the shop vac, and I do a really good job of when I'm done using it, if we do use the shop vac in the garage, like for whatever, or in the cars, I do wipe it down really well and disinfect it before I use it on our bed. But I just use a shop vac because we have it. If you don't have one, I'm not going to encourage you to go buy a shop vac just to vacuum up baking soda on your bed. But just throwing that out there. I will have the shop vac linked below if you want. But here on day 2, or the second Sunday, you're going to see me doing some meal prep. I did want to kind of do some meal prepping before we move, so we have some like hearty meals that we can pull out of the freezer. Oh, and that is the water, everything, the debris from that little attachment. So on Sunday nights, I always sit down, plan out my week. I plan out my cleaning schedule, my workout schedule. I'm gonna plan out what we're going to eat this week. And then I put in reminders in my phone. So in my phone right here, so this is the reminder app. And what I do is I set timers. So for example, I have to get a birthday party. So for example, I have to get a birthday gift for Tatum. So I'll go in and then I'll set the date, the time. So on the 23rd, 6 p.m., that's good. I'll be out running errands, I'll set it. And so then I go through, and when I'm out shopping, picking up some last minute things before Thanksgiving, I'm going to Target and Walmart, so I plan to get a birthday gift for Tatum. So what I'll go through is, so I go through all the stuff that I need to do this week and things I need to remember, and then I set a reminder so I don't forget. I feel like I can't rely on my brain these days, and so just using the reminder app, it's so something I'm actually gonna do here, like something as simple as setting out chicken to get defrosted. So one day this week, I think on Friday, we're gonna be doing, so on Friday, we're gonna be doing a crock pot chicken meal. And so I'll set a reminder on Thursday to set the chicken out, because if I, like most days, it's like, I'm just focusing on the specific day and getting through that day. And sometimes it's not until like maybe right before I go to bed. Usually I look over my schedule and what we're eating and what we have to do the next day, and then I would see, okay, I have to set out chicken because we're making, you know, the crock pot chicken meal, and I'll set it up before I go to bed in the freezer or in the fridge. But then sometimes I'm so tired or things get crazy around bedtime and I don't get a chance to look over what I have to do the next day, and I'll do that in the morning. Then sometimes it's a little bit too late if it's a meal that I need to be done earlier in the day. So setting reminders in my phone has just been so helpful. So like on Thursday, I'll be busy doing things, and then it'll go off, ding, 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 7 p.m., set out the chicken for tomorrow. And even though my mindset is not on Friday yet, on Thursday, having that reminder will pull me away, just do it really quickly, and then it's done. So setting reminders is huge for me. So really quickly, I wanted to share a couple of random things I got from Walmart today when I went, and they're just new things, so maybe if you guys are interested. So first, this Downy Rinse and Refresh. It helps remove odor residue for fresh and soft fabrics. Now, some people say that you can use vinegar. I've also been told that vinegar over time can break down the inside of your washing machine, specifically the seal. I don't know how real that is. I don't know how accurate this is, but I came across this. I think it's like a newer product, but you just add your usual detergent before adding Downy Rinse. Add Downy Rinse by filling the fabric softener dispenser or pouring directly into the machine during the rinse cycle. And so it removes residue buildup that detergent at a neutral pH cannot. So I'm gonna give that a try. And then this isn't new, but it's something new that I just picked up. I was looking at TikTok or Reels, and someone said that this OxiClean White Revive is a lot better than the normal OxiClean. It's 40% more whitening power than chlorine bleach, and it's more powerful than the regular OxiClean. I also love the OxiClean sanitizer, but for those things that you don't really necessarily need to sanitize, or you know, you just need really, really clean, like you need brightened, like I use Mike's undershirts, we do socks, bedding, because Mike and I, because our bedding is white. So I picked that up and I've been using that. And then this zucchini tots, so they're pizza. I've had the other kind with the kids before, the other Green Giant vegetable tots, and they didn't really care for them, but I came across the pizza one, and the other ones we tried were like broccoli and cheddar and maybe cauliflower. So pizza might be a winner. We'll give these a try. So hopefully they like those.
Something's in the air. I can feel it everywhere. Every color seems to bloom, and there's light in every room. Now they're looking up.
So I will have these recipes linked in the description. I'm not going to go through and tell you exactly how much of everything, because if you guys are interested in it, then you can go down and get the recipe that I followed. I also want to give credit to the where I'm getting my recipes, because these are definitely not my recipes. But this first one is the first time I'm trying it. It is the cracked out chicken tater tot casserole. Pretty simple, pretty easy, just dumped it all together. I was just thinking that I wanted to create some freezer meals so when we get into the new house, we have some hearty meals, because if we move in that week of Christmas, I mean, not only is it going to be crazy enough, but both or all three girls have Christmas programs and Christmas parties that week. So I know we're going to have a lot on our plate. I mean, moving aside, we're going to have a lot on our plate. So if we can have some meals, you know, like if it was on Christmas break and we move, you know, like we can pop in some frozen pancakes or, you know, like frozen breakfast or things like that. But like with school, I want them to have like a decent breakfast or a decent dinner and things like that. So I'm hoping this will help us in the move. So we have this one. The next recipe that I'm making is a breakfast casserole that my mom has always made every morning. There is no recipe to that, but I kind of, in the description, I explained what I specifically did.
Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down, down, down. I've been down, so down, and now I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky. Now they're looking up. I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people.
So for this one, or I think the best thing about breakfast casseroles is you can pretty much throw in anything you want, like different veggies. You can do hash browns. I've even seen them made with French toast. Now, I've said this before, my husband does not like any fruits or vegetables. I know that's weird, like not one, like no, not an apple, no, not a banana, no broccoli, green beans, corn, mashed potatoes, nothing. Yes, he doesn't like any of that. So I would like green peppers and onions in here, but just to keep it simple for him, but then also for the kids. So my kids do like vegetables, but they typically like their vegetables separate from their food. So they don't like green peppers in something, but they'll eat a green pepper plain. Same thing with broccoli. They don't like it when broccoli's in something, but they eat raw broccoli all of the time. So it's just easier for us to keep it simple. Eggs, toast, cheese, and bread. Is that what I said? Well, you guys know what I mean, but that's all in the description. And then this last one was this Tuscan chicken pasta. Now, I've had a lot of questions about freezing noodles. I will tell you, this is the first time I'm trying this specific method. Someone said, yes, ideally noodles don't defrost and then heat up well because they absorb a lot of the moisture from when it was frozen. But someone suggested if you're going to do it, cook your noodles al dente and then they will be fine. So I'm giving it a try because it's a lot easier if you can do it that way. And I was using my Roborock again because I had shredded cheese all over the floor. This machine is seriously the best cleaning buddy. I'm tired, but I feel good. I'm going to bed with a clean home, 3 meals prepped, living room's clean, kitchen is clean. So I'm exhausted, but I feel good. At least I'm exhausted and the house is clean, right? It'd be worse if I was exhausted and the house is not clean. So at least I'm tired because I had a productive Sunday. So. All right. Went to Costco, got some stuff for school, ready for lunches. Avery typically likes to pack her lunch. Every once in a while she'll buy, but she's a packer, and she's a very simple packer. She likes a sandwich, a fruit, a vegetable, some chips, maybe a snack, like a very basic lunch. So that's what I had in mind when I was shopping here today. Okay, so Aussie Bites. These are so good. I love them. I ate these every single day when I was pregnant with the twins. And I don't even know if I've ever gotten these. I don't know why I stopped buying them. Just kind of got out of the habit. So I picked them up for breakfast, after school, snacks. I think I'm pretty sure the kids will enjoy them as well. I needed some berries. The girls, so when it comes to fruit, typically what I do is I rotate. They get bored of the same fruits over and over, so I just rotate it. Right now we are on a blackberry and raspberry rotation. Celsius drinks, sometimes Mike and I drink these before we work out. Fruit snacks to pack in lunches. Also, Avery will be having softball games coming up, so I thought it would be a good snack for the twins at her games. I'm always searching for healthy breakfast ideas for Avery. She's not a big breakfast eater. We have to kind of force her to eat. And when she does, she just doesn't want anything that's super filling. So I thought I'd give this a try because she likes yogurt and she likes oatmeal. So I thought we'd give this a try. We'll see how it goes. Crispy, creamy wafers, peanut butter, chocolate. And if you know me, this is why I got it, because I love peanut butter and chocolate. So part of this is for me, part of it is for the kids. Fruit and vegetable pouches for the girls, lunches and things like that. Spinach and cheese ravioli. We've never gotten this before. I've gotten other ravioli from Costco, but the girls love ravioli. My girls in general love anything they love noodles in general, but they really, really like ravioli, and I liked how there was some spinach in there. So we'll give this a try and see if it's good. Some shredded cheese. We go through a lot of shredded cheese. Some goldfish bags for breakfast, lunches and after school snacks. My dog power wash. This is typically where I get it just because it's a lot cheaper, because you get one of these and then 2 refills. It's just cheaper than if I buy it at Walmart or Target or things like that. And it was perfect timing because I was due for some new refills. Peanut butter pretzels, another after school snack, healthy-ish after school snack, and something to throw in her lunches. My Clorox disinfecting mist. So I really, really like this stuff specifically because it has a very fine mist. So like, you know, typically when you're spraying like a disinfecting spray or something else, like you spray it and it comes out as a shot. With this stuff, it is a very fine mist. Like you spray it and it just kind of almost disappears within the air. And so I like using this on our furniture. So any fabrics or things like that, it's just nice to be able to spray down your throw pillows and not feel like you're saturating it with liquid and things like that. This pretty much replaced, because I used to always use the Tide antibacterial spray, which I still love. I really, really like that smell. This has a good scent to it, but I just prefer the Tide scent better. I'm a little partial to Tide in general, I guess, but I just like the mist. I'm wondering if I would take the Tide and then put it in here. I mean, at the end of the day, it's doing the job that I needed to do. It doesn't really matter, but this stuff is really great, and specifically because of the mist. Some juice boxes, some Colgate Optic White. So I use Lumino in the morning, and then I use this at night because it has fluoride in it. So Lumino in the morning, it's a whitening toothpaste, and I use their mouthwash, and then I use this at night. Dove body wash. Mike and I both use Dove body wash, and I always get it from Costco because it's cheaper when you can get it in the pack of 3. I needed some honey. And then some frozen pizzas, ultra thin crust. We like sausage. And then I got some ultra thin crust pizza. You get 3 of them. We've had this before. It's really, really good. Mike's not a big fan of thin and crispy crust, but with this kind, there's so much flavor in like the meats and the cheeses and things like that. It totally makes it worth it. So we got those, and I think that's it.